Hi everyone and welcome back to iniudan Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. When we last left off, we did some preparation for the assault on the dam by asking the follower to be prepared. So now let's speak to Yes Man and possibly start the finale of this LP. So, hi there, Yes Man.
Are you ready to head for the dam?
I already made an arrangement with the follower. I'm ready to fight at the dam.
Great! So I've been looking over Mr. House's force projections and running some calculations. It turns out there are two ways we can win this thing. Hear that? We have options. You could route the dam's power output to the facility under Fortification Hill. That'll restart its reactor, just like you did with the Lucky 38. That'll wake up the Securitron army you left on standby and give us enough force to push the Legion and the NCR straight out of the Mojave. The other option is destroy the dam's generators. Without those, it's just a big bunch of concrete. The NCR won't have any reason to stick around. You don't have to decide yet. For now, all you have to do is take this override module and install it on the terminal in the power control room. Good luck. See you at the dam.
Okay, you are committing to fight for the independent Vegas at the Battle of Iniudan, which will determine the fate of New Vegas for decades to come. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the battle, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Let's do this! Okay. This is the battle zone, so put on the right
control room and install the override chip.
Okay. Yeah, I got the secret run with me. That's all nice.
Wants me to take up the hiss.
Like I didn't know yet. Don't care. Whoa. Okay. You want to resist? Fine with me. How did I miss? You guys coming? Good.
Gonna fix
Whoa! Yeah, good, good defense for medium armor. Okay. And there.
Stop right there. No one is allowed into the control room.
Sitting tight.
Wait here. La 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 la. Good old. Oh boy. Install. Just gonna make sure of the quest. Okay. Install override chip.
Hi! Nice to see you again. So, we can blow up the dam's generators, or I could route the dam's entire power output to the fort. That'll activate a certain army of Securitrons and set them loose to ravage the Legion. What do you say?
Send the power to the fort.
Yes! This is gonna be fun! I'm unlocking the East Power Plant. Hit the manual switch, then go topside and deal with the Legion and NCR.
Let's hit the road.
Follow me. Okay. Need to go around. Go. Okay, where do I need to go now? Okay, this way. Oh, and I forgot, since I'm with Cass. Whiskey! 6, 7 is... Where did I put it? Ah, damn it. No longer have the gun. The anti-power armor gun. drink.
Shh. We're hunting shitheads. Place always wants me to take a piss.
Oh, de remnen har her. Oh. Anti-material rifle, okay. Dr. Henry. Welcome, guy.
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles, I hear it ain't sealed up.
Whoa. One of the robot needs to prioritize his aim with his rocket launcher. Do I see anyone else? Nope. Shot. Whoa. Someone who resists a hit from this is quite rare.
Wish they'd show themselves.
That's nice for a light hammer. Guy, shoot them. Okay. Let's shoot them.
I'm out.
nice hammer.
And who are you to come before me? You bear the insignia of the bear, yet you do not wear it as a soldier of the West wears it.
If you think you got any chance of taking over them, you're wrong.
Many graves in the East are filled with those who said as much, with braver words, not backed by strength. It is Kaiser's will this gate to the west bear the flag of the Legion. Kaiser's will shall be done.
And from the description he was given, and this guy, just sure, he will not listen to reason, but maybe you're willing to listen to reason.
I see you fight with words, like all beneath the flag of the bear. Let us hope your skill with weapons proves greater.
Persist. No. This battle is decided. That's why I'm here.
So you seek quarter? Terms of surrender? Our roads into NCR are hung with the bodies of those who attempted to negotiate with us. Save your speeches. We will take Hoover Dam and move forward until our feet crush the setting sun beneath them.
Move forward. The Legion spent years trying to take Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam has never seen the mass strength of the East. Only legates such as Graham, who deserve the fire Kaiser blessed him with. Now I am here, and make markers of your people as the Legion carves its way west.
And then what of the East?
You speak in circles. What of the East? I am the East, and I will prove it this day.
If you need all of the East to crush the West, okay, I'm not sure where it's going, but I think I understand it, but I have got no idea where it's going now.
The victory here shall be swift. Our forces shall take the dam, secure it, then build a road west on the bodies of the NCR. The East will hold. Once across the Colorado, nothing to rival Hoover Dam remains.
If it is not the strength of the West that will slew you, it is their weakness.
Your weakness? You seek to thwart me by claiming the Legion is too strong for you?
NCR weakness, its size will take your entire army to hold the West.
That does not mean we would not succeed.
Eventually, but moving your whole army west mean losing the East. You can't hold both.
The East was a hard-fought campaign. Even now, Kaiser drew too much of the Legion's blood needed there for this. Hoover Dam is but a place. I will not have it be the gravestone of the Legion, whether quickly, or as you describe, slowly, by attrition.
There is a victory in wisdom, Legate.
As for wisdom, there is wisdom in your words, man of the West. Know that I shall return east. I shall not remain there forever. On that day, the strength of the bear shall be tested. If the West is one day filled with ones such as you, perhaps it shall be a worthy fight indeed.
If you feel that war mattered that much, perhaps you will see differently in time.
My coming would have saved you, set your people free in ways they cannot see. War would have tested them, broken the weak with its violence, yet allowing the strong to arise. Violence gave you that strength, awakened you. I can see it upon your face, where 2 bullets left their mark. Perhaps it is unfortunate Wolpex was not here to hear your words. Something tells me you would prove more than his match. Until the day when our armies meet again, Courier. I shall wait for you on the battlefield.
Had enough?
Okay. What's going on now? General Oliver and the NCR. We'll go with this guy. Let's unlock the 2 explode. Who the fuck is shooting me? Whoa. Bye. You're still alive. What? Whoa. Okay.
Sure could use a drink.
I thought I was just you get hit by a fat man.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time. And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears. Speaking of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of thumb of God you called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for.
Think that's great? You won't believe what happened next.
And, well, these boys with you? Hello there, Smiley. Guess it ain't no secret how you, I say, can you ask them to put their weapons down? Was just reaching in my coat to give you a cigar.
Um, the dam is won. For me, you and the Legion have both lost this day.
I would sooner spit on the grave of my dead mother than let some courier walk the wasteland fuck talk to me like that. Who the hell do you think you are? Looking to cash your chips to the sound of NCR bullets, huh? I can oblige.
I don't want any more violence. There's been enough today.
Look, I know you're riding high right now, but let me tell you, you ain't pissing on me right now. You're pissing on the bear. You've been far enough west, I'm guessing, to know how far that claw stretches. Fuck with the bear and...
How about I ask these robots to fuck you and your entire battalion with the rocket barrage?
You want me to make tracks out of here? Head back west? Tail between our legs? No. I came for a fight today. And if you're looking to make me budge, you better have a damn good left hook or I'm not going anywhere.
You think these robots are all the force I have?
Right now, that's all that's standing there. Well, except for the corpses. So that's your plan? Hold the dam here all by your lonesome?
While the boomer fly... Yes, while the boomer fly west work for me.
They wouldn't.
Would you say I just suggested coming to Amsterdam and boom?
This has been a fuck of a day. Do you know what you're doing? Making a nation like you think you're doing ain't like chowing down on a pile of fancy lad snack cakes. Think you got the guts to carve out a frontier? Build towns, protect the roads, run supplies, train troops?
Can do worse. Nah. Can do a worse job than the Republics, that's for sure.
Hell. Can't believe we got suckered by some road jockey. Should have watched the flank while Caesar's best was making all that noise. I know what those robots of yours can do on a bad day, and I'm not eager to toss lies at them just to make a point. But if you're taking this place, you better hope you can hold it. I'll give my superiors my opinion, but I don't think they're going to listen. So if NCR comes at you, and it will, pray you're ready. I promise you, our situation's reversed, I'd see you hanged.
That's the not likely to come, General.
Fine. Come on, men. We're moving out.
did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. I didn't want to make a big deal about this until after we won, but, well, I found some code snippets in one of Mr. House's databanks that will let me, reprogram my personality to be a little more assertive, basically. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and it's going to take me a while, so it'll seem like I'm offline. But don't worry, everything will be okay. I've updated the Securitron's targeting parameters, so they know what to do. Vegas will be protected. So that's where I'll be, off making a few changes. And I guess I'll see you around. We accomplished a lot together. It was fun. Take care.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man, drove both the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas's independence from both factions. With Mr. House out of the picture, part of the Securitron army was diverted to the Strip to keep order. Any chaos on the streets was ended. Quickly. Chaos became uncertainty, then acceptance with minimal loss of life. New Vegas assumed its position as an independent power in the Mojave. Supporting the ideals of independence, the courier was recognized as the man responsible for a truly free New Vegas. He ensured Mr. House's tyranny was broken, and neither Caesar's Legion nor NCR would ever gain control over New Vegas.
Though some super mutants in Nightkin continued to journey to the legendary Utopia, they found little trace of its existence. Some eventually found their way to Jacobstown, but many wandered off into the wastes, confused and disheartened.
Still grappling with self-doubt over his usefulness in the face of old age, Raul was never able to find peace with himself. Eventually, he left the Mojave and assumed a new name, as he had done so many times before.
Though the wasteland became anarchic after Hoover Dam, the Boomers' display of power dissuaded fortune seekers from attempting to penetrate Nellis.
Veronica put her moral sensibilities aside and supported the Brotherhood's new campaign of aggression as best she could. Yet, deep down, she understood that it meant their end would surely be soon to follow.
Their leaders destroyed by the courier, the fiends scattered throughout the wasteland. Without the organization of Motor Runner, Cook, Violet, and Driver Nephi, they were easy prey.
After the courier ensured New Vegas remained free, the followers found that independent Vegas was even more unstable and violent than before. Old Mormon Fort became excessively burdened by the influx of patients, struggling to provide even the most basic of services.
Arcade was tending to the locals of Freeside when he learned that Caesar's Legion had been defeated, and NCR was being pushed out of New Vegas. Though he found that independence for New Vegas was not all he hoped it would be, Arcade did his best to help the locals govern themselves.
With New Vegas's independence formally declared, Good Springs thrived. More travelers stopped by Good Springs on their way to and from the Strip, and the locals grew prosperous from the traffic.
Cass lived to see the courier bring down 3 armies, and by her count, that was 3 more than she'd expected. She kept quiet about that, though.
After their suicidal last stand at Hoover Dam, the Great Khan ceased to exist as a tribe. The few surviving members dispersed, joining up with other tribes and gangs across the Mojave, and quickly forgot their heritage.
Thanks to the courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
Following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, Freeside came to be known as one of the more stable areas in the region. Ironically,
NCR refugees found Freeside safer than most of the rest of New Vegas, where resentment still lingers.
He had survived police service in Colorado, the Great War, combat duty with the Legion, and being the companion of the King. But in the end, Rex finally succumbed to the horrors of the wasteland.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
The NCR, battered by the loss of the dam, were unable to devote any troops to retaking the correctional facility from the Powder Gangers. As a result, Powder Ganger raids on caravans became an unfortunate fact of life in the Mojave for years to come.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 Powder Gang tormented the Mojave wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
Prim Slim proves to be an able-minded, if not able-bodied, sheriff for Prim. And due to his slow speed, some crooks get away without a scratch. But Prim continues to prosper under his watchful, robotic eye.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came. Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
And that's it, everyone. We finally done with the let's play of this game. I admit, I hope that the ending, at least the fight for the ending, would have been more epic, but I admit it doesn't equal following Liberty Prime and seeing him destroy everything. I admit also maybe because I used speech to resolve the situation at the end. It's somewhat helped in not having an epic fight, but it's working. So not much else I can say. I admit toward the end I admit I was not sick of the game, but I admit I was a bit sick of the LP, for it had lasted quite a long time. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I look at my time on Steam, I think last time I looked at it was over 150 hours. Because I admit not every hours are on footage. For example, there was the 14 hour of deleted video because it was too boring to watch, other than the Vault 34, which I admit which was much more, would have been much more fun to watch than the one I redid at later time, while better equipped. But I admit that the rest of the of these 14 hours was a bit too boring to watch, so I just thought it was better to start back from the time before that session. As for what else I got to say, I admit maybe I will be doing the DLC, but it will not be with this character. If I come to do them, it will be with another character. I will come to play through the game again, but will show it and will record when I come to the DLCs he part. And but okay, now what else? Admit I didn't plan what to say during the credit, so but I'm not sure what to say now. At least trying to find something else to say. Admit I may come to play the game again and with a new character right after. Sorry. Right after this, but the next character I'm thinking of doing, for some reason I want to try making Lucky Luke. Okay, just another word, cowboy perk, stick to revolver, or weapon, and extremely height lock. Like the trouble, it's all the stat to make Lucky Luke. Because admit, other than because for Lucky Luke, the strength will need to be high, agility will need to be high, luck will need to be high, perception also. God, that's make quite a few hard stats. But oh, and we also coming to the special things now. Okay, so I guess that's ending soon. Also, for what my next LP will be, it risks to finally get done with my Jets and Guns LP on hard difficulty. It will be restarted from the start for all the save and everything were on my old computer, so just better start over for I'm not even sure I still got the save. As for and for other plan other than Jet and Guns, the next LP I'm thinking, the game I'm thinking will be maybe some Total War. I don't think I will go with Shogun as the first Total War, or I will record for it. I need a better video card to record it for just the demo didn't run as well as I wanted. But I admit it still did record better than I thought, but I really wanted it to play at better frame rate and everything, and also because I got planned to buy a new video card anyway, at least, but I'm waiting for the Witchers to do that, because I admit my plan to buy a new video card is for us to be able to play Witchers 2 at maximum in 1080p with maxed graphic, and if possible the internalizing and isotropic quite boosted also, because I admit I really quite liked the first Witcher, and I'm really hoping the Witchers 2 is even better. And also, the first Witcher is among my plan to LP. I wish to do it before Witchers 2. There is other game that are planned for later time. Mass Effect, I'm planning to do the whole trilogy of the game. There is also the Dawn of War series that I'm planning at least to play through the campaign of the whole series for Dark Crusade and Soulstorm. I might do more than one faction, but one of the faction I'm sure not to do is the Dark Eldar. I'm complete crap with them. I'm not even sure I will be able to complete the game on easy with them. I'm really poor with them. they just don't fit my style at all. Oh, what other game? God, oh yes, there is also Mountain Blade. Just to do maybe a warband or maybe Fire and Sword, depending when it's come out. Because I admit Fire and Sword somewhat interests me. As for the Total War, I'm thinking to LP. If I LP Rome, it's risk to be vanilla. I just risk to play the vanilla for Rome. For medieval, it most likely will be stainless steel. He'll and the Kingdom campaign. The vanilla campaign is not well enough balanced and not really that good, so I prefer just I will go with the stainless steel version of the vanilla campaign, which is much better and actually quite to my taste. Well, as for the Kingdom one, I think they have more cachet to them and are actually quite well balanced. If I come to LP Empire, it is to be with the Dart mode, but I admit I'm still new to Empire and Napoleon, so I'm not sure if I will LP them yet. And anyway, for Empire Dart mode, I need a new video card. Also, for I admit it's if Dart mode at maxed graphic is quite demanding little things, since they added some effect over the vanilla game, and I admit just the smoke effect. If I zoom in, it's quite draining, and I'm pretty sure I will I'll be Shogun 2 once I get a new video card. That's not trying to remember the game I got. Just hard to remember them like that. And that's one thing I would like to LP. It's not simply there is one game I would like to LP, but just impossible to LP it since the game is not patched, really patched correctly in single player. At least maybe I found some mod somewhere that might correct this, but I'm not sure how it will go. Oh, it's Hellgate London, which is basically a bit like Borderland, but actually, it's slightly different. But it's the game came to fail miserably due to to some bad dev decision, because I admit the game itself had quite a good concept. Actually, if it was not for some bad decision, actually it would have been Borderland before Borderland, at least for its success, is because it was somewhat on it came out before Borderland, and admit on its stats on the RPG part, it's a bit more developed than Borderland, and for you got quite a few more activated ability, and as for the gun, it's about the same, but the statistic of your directly of your character are much more developed in Hellgate London, and also the game. I admit there is also Europa Universalis, Art of Iron, Victoria, and Victoria City. Maybe Crusader King 2 at one time. I'm also, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the second Crusader King before wanting to do the LP, because I admit the original Crusader King, I really like the concept of the game, but I admit I got a bit of, I don't really like the interface of the game, so it's a bit annoying to me, even if I really like the game at the core, at its core. Or I admit these 4 games are somewhat a bit more. I admit I think I'm gonna wait to be more experienced in doing a let's play before doing them, because they are quite a long game and might come to like having something to say. So I admit I want a more experience before doing them, as to do them, as to try to at least do them justice a bit. I admit, what else? And there is also some more older game that I would like to LP also. But I admit, I never use until now. I never use anything else than Fraps to record, so not sure how it will go, because I got some classic NES and Super NES game that I would like to LP. Maybe some 64 also, or say 64 game, but 64 game. I admit what I would like to LP is mostly maybe Harvest Moon 64 or an Orc Battle Person of Lordly Caliber. As for Nintendo, one of the games I would like to LP is Kickle Cubicle, which is a nice, simple game, at least in the early stage. I admit the special stage are a bit more complicated than the rest of the game, in which are stage unlocked and after you beat the final boss, which are basically challenge level. It's a game I had on the NES and I quite like it. Actually, I'm not even the one who decided to buy it. It was actually during a trip, vacation trip, when I was a kid. It was a game that my sister wanted. I think due to her age it was more the look on the box, but actually it came out to be one of my favorite game on the NES, as apart from the first Zelda and River City Ransom, which to me, for River City Ransom, which to me to this day is still the best has been beat them up game. It's came, if I remember, it came out around the same time then Double Dragon, and it's quite a bit more advanced, for its integrate some RPG role-playing game element into it, mostly the statistic and equipment, inventory and equipment part. And for the story is a bit crappy, but considering the rest of the game is it's still one of the best beat them up as for gameplay. I admit the game was quite ahead of its time. For Super NES, oh god, this one I got too many, I will lie, to LP. Oh god, the list is just too long. But one I would like to LP is Arc Battle March of the Black Queen, which is quite a long game. As for third and that, it's mostly, admit the rest is mostly the quite classical game. game, a thing like Final Fantasy 3, Secret of Evermore, Secret of Mana, Super Mario RPG. I admit for the Super NES one, actually, this one I will almost refuse to play down on an emulator. I actually would but I will need a capture card that work with Super NES, is because those I actually want to play them on the console itself. I will go with nothing else. I admit I refuse to face even a single equality reduction on playing that playing them on an emulator could bring. I want them to actually play them with the Super NES controller in my hand and on the console itself. For I admit, because I just don't want, because for those game, even if there's a slight imperfection compared to the original game, will annoy me like there is no tomorrow, because I admit Super NES for me is still the best console. It still has the best, is still the best console to me, and it's got some of the best video games that were ever released. But I admit it's still sorry. I'm gonna stop the microphone for a sec. Sorry, yeah. God, I just had it was almost forgot the word. Was God. Let's forget it. I forgot the word to explain myself correctly. Just looking at my game that I have actually in with the box, because I admit it's easier to remember the title if I got something to look at, and I cannot simply look at things like Steam, and actually I could look at Steam, but I just don't. I want to let the credit go. Oh, and gamers and maybe Gamersgate to look what other game I got, but anyway, I think this is coming to an end now. Anyway, thanks you for joining me for this Let's Play. It was quite a long journey, and finally my first completed LP. For admit the previous one just came to fail a bit due to technical reason and somewhat difficulty due to my previous computer, which anyway, I'll see you. So thank you for joining me in Let's Playing Fallout New Vegas, blind, hardcore, and no fast travel. So I'll see you in the next LP. Thank you, everyone.